Hey there, patrons. This is the extra credit video for the Proton Pack, and this is Garrick.
Hey.
So Garrick came down for Emerald City Comic Con.
Yeah, I did.
And for a month or two beforehand, we were planning this build because you make shells and pieces and stuff for Proton Packs. Mm-hmm. And I wanted one.
Yeah, that you did.
And especially since we did our PKE meter and ghost trap builds, I was like, if I get the Proton Pack out of the way, then I'll have my Ghostbuster costume in the bag as soon as I get that jumpsuit. This took us about a week. We started on Tuesday and it is now Saturday.
Yep.
And longer, of course, because we're filming.
Yes.
And everything takes longer. And we didn't really rush. We knew we had plenty of time.
No, it was definitely a leisurely pace.
Yeah, which was fun because having a buddy in the shop, because you're from Arizona, you're not from Seattle, so you stayed a little longer. But having another buddy in the shop means sharing shop tips and tools.
Oh yeah.
And we both have a lot of things to buy on Amazon now.
Yes, too much.
One thing that I was thinking about with the electronics took us 2 days to wire everything,
yes,
solder everything. Some things didn't go according to plan.
No, some people may have soldered things to the wrong pinouts, and that's okay.
Yep. Some people might have soldered things poorly, then they fell apart. Some people also might have grabbed the soldering end, iron by the wrong end, and burned their fingers. That was me yesterday. But yeah, it took a good long time at a leisurely pace. But I was thinking with the electronics, I have a little bit more experience with NeoPixels, and especially like this guy right here, this could be a string of NeoPixels with just 3 wires coming off of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because since we can't find manufactured bar graphs that exact size, it's just a bunch of LEDs that are individually wired to the microbit board and then each individually addressed. And what Bill was telling me about those NeoPixels would simplify that process.
Yeah. Mostly just you would use a lot fewer wires,
yes,
which would be really nice. And I'm sure someone somewhere making Ghostbuster Proton Packs has done something similar. But obviously this worked just fine. Still checking, making sure that all of these light up. This particular bar graph here gave me trouble a couple of times, but it seems to be rock solid now.
But if people do want to make their own Proton Pack and use the microbit platform, I'll have the code available on my website so that you don't have to go through the rigmarole of programming it. You'll just have to solder it.
Yeah, lots and lots of soldering. I don't know if we didn't really go into total detail in the main video, but this has a couple of options with the lights and sounds programmed into it. So the volume knob I love because it fits with the theme and it's one of the parts there, but you can turn this to turn it up or down. Yeah. And this is the idle hum.
Yes.
My favorite, I think, is probably just starting it up. So there's a power down sound and animation. Then you turn it on. Yeah. Then there's this valve.
The vent light.
So you hit that, plays the sound and turns that light on. You can turn it off. There's the firing button, which plays different animation and sound, and over time will overheat.
Yes, and well, yeah, just listen to it.
We'll just let it play. Uh-oh.
There.
Oh, it's overheating.
No.
Oh, no. Oh. And then it won't let you go. Like that.
And those of you with keen ears will probably notice that all of the sound files are actually from the video game, not from the movies, just because it's so much cleaner. Back in the day, I worked with some chips that used the movie sound files, and they were muddy is probably the best word for it.
I'm super pleased with how it sounds. It's really cool. The speaker is substantial. It's in the back. It's got this big cavity to help reverberate some of that bass. It gets unbearably loud.
Yes.
The last feature is a button specifically designed to play the song. Because you gotta.
Why not?
And it also, the board has an auxiliary in, so you can plug an auxiliary into the soundboard and play your own music off your phone if you wanted to.
Absolutely.
Kind of neat. And also, by the way, comparing this big, massive speaker to the toy here, that sounds muddy.
Yeah.
But it's also so pathetic compared to And that's not even close to how loud it gets. Not that there's anything wrong with this toy, but this is epic.
Yeah.
That's all the features.
Can you turn it down?
Oh, turn it down. Oh, that's the wrong way. There we go. That's all the features on the pack. I think, so these we didn't weather yet.
No, not yet.
I'm gonna get a jumpsuit. I'll probably have a whole video on putting this whole thing together into a costume. So I'm gonna wait to weather these until I have the outfit or the jumpsuit for that. So that's all good. Other than that, everything is pretty set. It's all powered off this 12-volt battery pack. How long do you think it would last on something like this?
On something like that, it would probably last a good 8 to 12 hours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Really cool, so it's perfect. You can wear this around at a con. Because it's vacuum formed, it's not featherweight, but it's not unbearably heavy. I would say it's about 10-ish pounds maybe. And it's all on your shoulders and strap for your lower back and buckle on the front there. This thing you can just plug into a 12-volt plug to charge it back up.
Yep.
So if you're going to wear this at a con, you could use it all day and then charge it and wear it all the next day.
Absolutely.
Which is really cool.
Well, and
else is
because
there?
it's 12-volt in with just a lead out, you could get a wall wart adapter.
Yeah. So the plug, this is what plugs into you send power into this. So if you had a 12-volt adapter, you plug this into the wall, you can have wall power. And if you were going to use this as a display, which we might in our office, then it can just have power all day if you wanted to. Man, I want to do that right now. That sounds super fun. But I probably won't because I have to fly to Florida tomorrow. But anyway, yeah, this is great. I'm excited. I don't know if you guys can tell. Thank you again, Garrick. This was crazy fun.
Well, I'm happy that you had me. I had a great time.
It was all, a lot of suffering here.
Oh, yeah.
Building a Proton pack in the day and playing video games and drinking delicious beer in the evenings. It's a pretty great way to spend a week with good buddies. Thank you guys, as always, for the support. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a lot of work to put together, but it was really, really fun. I hope that comes through in the video. That's going to do it. We're actually taking a week to go to Florida with Brittany's family. There won't be a hiccup in content. You'll see videos coming out all next week, including some extra credit stuff. And actually, now that I think about it, this video is going to come out weeks after. Weeks after my trip to Florida anyway. So you guys have already seen that stuff. That'll do it for me. I'm clearly delirious. It's time to go pack for my trip. We'll see you guys in the next build. Thanks again.